Okay friends, I'm out here in the Olympic National Park about to do 50K through the park. I'm starting at the Hoh Rain Forest Visitor Center here. It's super green but also super gray today. Hopefully that keeps my core temperature down enough for me to run and do all the things I want to do. So far have not seen much wildlife except for this deer, the mommy and baby here that I just saw in the parking lot. Really hoping to see a bear, but from far away. All right, here we go. Okay, been running around the Hall of Mosses as my warm-up act. You can see why it's called that. It's really pretty and lush and everything out here. Okay, starting up the Hoh River Trail after warming up on the Hall of Mosses and Spruce Trails. Excited to get away from the crowds a little bit here and out into deep nature. It's really hard to capture this, but it's really misty out here. It's really beautiful. It's not actually raining, but there's just this ethereal fog over everything. It has been so difficult to capture the beauty of this trail because everything's huge, but also everything's like close in, you know? There are these huge trees and you pass them really close by, so it's hard to capture them. But it's just so green out here. And despite the fact that the footing has a lot of roots and rocks and stuff, the trail has been really clear. And it's because it's damp, the dirt is that perfect consistency for getting your footing on. So far it's been a really awesome run/hike. I've taken so many people's pictures and stuff along the way. And I'm about to start the uphill climb of the day, which is big. I'll put a picture in the video so you can see it here. It's a pretty steep 6 miles. And I intend to take it pretty slowly and eat a burrito on the way. Okay, so I couldn't find the trail for a moment. And then I saw these orange flags. Curious because I didn't see any big...
You are improving fitness.
But then also I saw other people appear on the other side of the trail and they had already done this trail. And I asked, you know, if they had done it previously while they were on the other bank. And he said, yeah, but it wasn't this high. So I have removed my socks, put just my shoes on. I got my trekking poles ready, about to put my phone in a bag, and we'll see what happens. Okay, make that 2 water crossings, which I turned into 3 because some people asked me how deep it was, and I said, well, I just did it. I'll do it again. I'll show you if you'll take video of me. So there you go. It's freezing. So now my shoes are wet and full of tiny sharp rocks, and I'm going to solve that as I go. Okay, I have been going uphill for a long time here, and I'm soaking wet. I really underestimated how much the moisture on the foliage would drip off on me on a very close, unmaintained trail, so I'm soaking wet and freezing, but look how pretty it is out here. So I'm excited about that, and I'm past the 18-mile mark, so not too far to go from here. Okay, here we have the presumably majestic Hoh Lake, which we cannot see because of the cloud cover. Okay, have about 9 miles left. I believe we're looking at Mirror Lake here. It's pretty cold out here, so I'm gonna try to hustle. Okay, it is very pretty and very clear and nice, but you can see from the snow up there why I'm so cold. Okay, I'm on my final ascent out of this little canyon that I was in. You can see the trail right in front of me here, but then you can see it kind of snaking up. And it's these really steep steps. And man, I am tired, but actually I'm grateful for the climb because it's warming me up. From up here, Mirror Lake is really pretty. I was having a hard time appreciating it because I was freezing and the footing was terrible. And then there's this other lake. I think it might be Clear Lake. I don't remember. But anyway, it's very pretty out here. But if you're gonna be out here, brace for the cold. Just what I wanted, to scramble down a bunch of rocks at around mile 25. So fortunately the trail looks kind of okay, but look at this. It's just a big old pile of rocks out here. Just reminds me of Mount Talac, actually. Maybe Mount Baldy. Okay, I have just hit the marathon mark. And the thing about 50K is that means that I still have 5 miles to go, but obviously I can do it. I have no option but to do it. My number one goal is to avoid hypothermia at this point. I did not plan on it being this cold, so I'm trying to move just fast enough to not sweat, but to generate warmth. We'll see how I do. Okay, I am just over the 50K mark. All Trails is definitely wrong about the mileage, but this is pretty. I can't stop because I am desperate to get into warmth, but I'm about to cross my finish line here, and I'm going to be closer to 33 miles rather than 31.069. So, mission accomplished. Where was all this sunshine yesterday?